everything that we're teaching in Whole Food Revolution, you can just memorize. Every item, everything you can eat, everything that is good for you, everything that is not very healthy for you. Do you think you can do all of it by memorizing? We think not. And let me tell you, and let me explain to you why not. When we're teaching children to read, at the beginning when we teach them to read, we basically, there are several options of teaching them to read. We can either show them words and we say, okay, learn to memorize that word. Okay. Now, by the way, it's a good strategy. We can do that thing, but it has a limit. Let me explain to you what I mean. Kids can maximum memorize about between 40 to 60 words. The second you introduce a new word, they don't know what to do.
They can't do it. Yeah.
Now, if you teach them, on the other hand, you teach them the letters, the sounds, and how to put them together, then they can actually learn.
They can kind of put things together by themselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is this, a child that memorizes can get to 40, 60. You know, some kids are much, much better. They can do 80. But do you understand that the second you teach them to read the words, to put them together, they can read thousands of words. That is the difference. This is why we're doing this series. It's about learning the principles of things. So you don't have to ask yourself, oh, do I eat this?
Do I eat the cabbage? Do I eat the cauliflower?
Can I eat carrots? No. Is it okay to have that chips? Or what about, we do have that. I want you to know we do have that. The people that says, Nelum, they send a photo and says, what about this one? Can I have it? This chips?
Yeah.
And the thing is this, if you know the principles, you don't have to memorize. You just adopt them, and then whatever you need to make a decision, you go back to the principles. And
today we are going to talk about the next 10 principles of Whole Food Revolution.
And if you haven't had a chance to see the first one, go to the first video about Whole Food Revolution's principles and philosophies.
So I am Dr. Nelum. I'm a GP.
I'm Ronit. I'm a happiness coach, and we are
Whole Food Revolution. And, you know, everything that we teach, advise, chat about on Whole Food Revolution is built on principles. It's not fad diets. It's not quick fixes. It's things that are going to give you to give you long-term health solutions.
The opposite of
yes. So number 11.
Yeah, we are at 11.
Yes, we're at 11. Don't fight your biology. Understand it. So this is really important. If you understand the science that rules, your hormones, how your metabolism works, how the stress hormones work, what insulin is, what metabolic health is, then it is much, much easier to see the patterns.
Can I give an example of someone fighting biology? All those people who wants to look like they were 20 years old.
Yes, when they're 60.
Exactly. Well,
so number 12.
Number 12 is willpower is not the answer. If everyone ever told you it's all about willpower, we are in Whole Food Revolution say, nah, it's not willpower at all. The lasting change, if you want something to stay there forever, you have to find a combination of what is happening in your mind, your belief system, your environment, your routine, your lifestyle. All of it goes together. Willpower is not the only thing that can happen. Yes.
Number 13 is restriction causes rebellion in the body, and nourishment creates freedom, because restriction by calorie counting and not eating enough, it causes the body to fight back. That's why you can never, ever, ever win that battle. But nourishing your body in the right way, prioritizing protein, giving yourself all the nutrients that you need, just leads to the body being able to do all the things that it can do and has done for millions of years.
And if Nelum talked about restriction, then the next one, number 14, talks about stress. So stress affects every part of your health. Stress is not something emotional. Stress is cortisol. It affects your hormone, your appetite, your sleep, your blood sugar, your weight. Everything in your life is affected by stress. So no, make sure that you don't compromise on stress.
And you're doing number, I think, 15, Ronit?
Yeah, the number 15 is basically says every woman needs to understand her body. Why? Because our body changes. Because if we don't understand our bodies, then we become very unkind to ourselves. We expect too much. And then if we don't understand, we feel exhausted, we feel tired, we have a brain fog, and it goes back into something's wrong with me.
Yes.
I've done something wrong. No, you've done nothing wrong. It's just it's
understanding, listening, you know, all of that. That's so important.
Yeah, which is really, really, really important. You need to understand your body and be kind to it.
Number 16 is about genes. You know, people talk all the time about, you know, my father had heart disease, or I have type 2, my family has a history of type 2 diabetes, I have a family history of breast cancer, whatever. But genes, when we talk about DNA and your genes, genes load the gun, and it is lifestyle that pulls the trigger.
I love that
so,
one.
Yes, that's
I
right.
love
so
that
there
one.
is so much. Just because you have the genes doesn't mean that you are going to get A, B, or Z, right? You can. There's a huge amount that you can do to mitigate that risk.
And number 17 is that healthy habits, they need to fit into your life and not to take over your life.
Yes.
And I actually learned this long time ago. It was a doctor that I went to see, and before I had kids, and he said to me, no, you don't prepare life for kids to come into them. Kids are part of life. They need to be part of the life. You don't actually prepare everything for them and then they come. And it's exactly the same about healthy habits. You don't it's not a written up there and you just need to follow it. No, you need to match it to your life, to what is happening to your life. It doesn't become something that I need to follow it, or else it'll be something horrible happening to me. You matter. You need to match it to your lifestyle and not just follow it, because that's what Ronit or Nelum said.
Absolutely. Okay. Number 18 is
is also about the mindset bit, and this is our philosophy actually, that healing is about you being a whole person. We don't have parts in ourselves, like it's not
from
partition.
head to bottom,
Yes.
right? From mind to everything.
Yes,
everything.
So I think because the medicine world decided that there is a orthopedic
and a finger orthopedic person, and so much division.
Yeah, so it was like you go to a cardiologist if it's your heart.
Yes.
You go to this if it's your leg, and you go to this doctor if it's your and basically that thing
has caused a division.
It caused a division, and it was very, very damaging, because sometimes what is happening to you in one area, it's because of something else.
Yes.
And so you are a holistic being. We want you to remember that. You are a holistic being. So if you have pain somewhere, or if you have a disease in one place, treating this one place, it's exactly like taking a Band-Aid and putting it on top.
And also, Roni, just on that note, that also the emotional, from the nervous system, the impact on disease, which we can't go into now, but we talk about it.
Check our videos.
Yes. And, number 19 is that every progress needs to be celebrated. At Whole Food Revolution, on any kind of course that we have run, we always start with celebrating our progress, because that is really important to acknowledge that. Because sometimes, it's so easy to think, oh, well, that was nothing. No, it's not nothing. Every single progress is something that needs attention and needs to be that you need to celebrate.
And it's connected to what Nelum said about the nervous system. If you basically reward the nervous system, you rewire it for celebration.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And number 20, this is our last one for today, is that your future health is being created today, because today and now is the only time that we actually have. So don't wait to think, oh, when my something happens,
when I retire,
when I
have
retire,
time to exercise,
when my child has left home, or something, when I have more money. It's never going to happen if you think like that. You've got to prioritize it. You've got to do it now, and it doesn't have to be big steps. Small steps.
And the thing is, those were another 10 that we have, and the principles are very simple. They're not just simple, they are very, very powerful. If you use them, you will see that your life will change. So we're not chasing perfection. We just want to have strong principles that whenever you need to make a choice, you make choice based on those principles that you have. It's almost like my healthy philosophy. Each of you needs to create a Bible of health. It's a Bible of health, and this is going to be, we highly recommend that this will be your religion, because you follow those things. So if any of the principles that we shared today resonates, please go into the comment box and
let us know which one, what, and why.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. By the way, if you want to offer us more principles, please do. Please offer your principles.
I mean, we have many more. We thought we would limit it to 20 at this moment in time.
So just remember, we in Whole Food Revolution believe that you can do it. Your body is able to do many of those things. So just pick the ones that are important to you and just repeat them again and again and again. We want to thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for the next chapter
episode
that we are doing. And just like Nelum says all the time, if you do like what we're doing, please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye. Bye. Bye.